Well, my name is Jose, and welcome to the inaugural episode
of The Catch-Up with Max Miller.
I forgot the name of the show.
Ketchup spelled with a K.
Ketchup. Why ketchup again?
You decided on it. It's because it's my favorite condiment.
Because it's your favorite condiment.
Not garum, oddly enough.
The modern day garum, but more of a, it's food-based, but it's more of a casual, fun,
Yes.
Everyone loves ketchup. There's nothing fancy to it. It's delicious.
There's nothing fancy
You
going
can put it on
here.
everything. And
Except for this. This is fancy.
What is it that you're drinking?
It is a gin cocktail from 1884. It's got gin, absinthe, Genever, a bunch of different things.
Oh my, that's fancy.
It is fancy.
All right.
I
Well,
usually don't think it's fancy.
it is one of your current recipes, but the goal is to kind of go back and touch upon your original older recipes
Yes.
before we start working our way up. So
Yeah, so that is what this is. This is Jose asking me questions and reminiscing on old episodes.
old
Tasting
being less
history.
than a year
Of
old.
tasting history. You know what? A year ago in tasting history, it feels like a decade.
Yeah. So as far as what the show will be, it'll be a little bit of this, a little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of cats,
A little
and
bit of cats when they're up here.
a little behind the scenes, whatever. It's because it's our show and
Not yours.
per some
We're stealing that from...
Yeah, we're not going to use that catch line. We don't need to be
we won't use
sued.
that.
This is a pilot episode, and I would like to have a full season, quote unquote.
Or Trixie Mattel shuts us down.
Correct. Now, so tasting history. It's as of this taping, it's been a little less than 11 months.
Yeah,
You have your 1 year anniversary, February 25th.
next month.
Yep, you made the channel, a little earlier than February, but their first video is February 25th. So, what do you have cooking?
For the anniversary episode?
Yeah.
So I think that some of it's going to be kind of a look back, but there will be some new history, and there will definitely be a new recipe. It's a recipe, hopefully, that I've always wanted to do, but can never afford or find the ingredients. And I mention it in the capon episode. And it's the cockatrice.
The cockatrice.
Which is half of a capon and half of a suckling pig stuffed and tied together and then roasted. So it looks like a mythical beast.
Yeah, if you're a big gamer, a cockatrice tends to be one of the monsters that turns you to stone at some point. And, in Final Fantasy, you got to use like gold needle or something to get unhard or whatever it is.
Unhard.
Unhard. Hey.
That is not the term they use in the game, I'm sure.
Well, I think soft is the spell you have to use.
Well, all right, maybe it is.
All right. Let's keep this,
This is
at
PG.
least PG-13.
PG. We got cats in the house.
All right, I'm sorry. And, the little one's less than a year old, Jamie. All right, so let's talk about your first episode. So February 25th, 2020, right before the pandemic.
Yes.
You had approached me that, you're like, you're going to do this. And
do you remember what you said?
I was trying to manage your expectations.
Trying to manage my expectations, which is actually probably smart. But
Because I know how you get when you get disappointed and depressed and all that. And, this is before the pandemic, so definitely would have managed your expectations prior. So in a way, it was fortuitous, and your timing is perfect. So you started the channel, and early on it was a lot of just social posting, your friends, commenting.
Reddit was the big place
where you got your start. Kind of pushed you out there and try Reddit and look for those sub channels that really kind of are your audience, and little by little, 100 here, 100 there until you blew up in the summer. But we can talk Garum in a different episode. We'll get there.
The first episode was medieval cheese.
Making medieval cheese. Why this episode?
So it was actually not supposed to be the first episode. The first episode was supposed to be the sambucat, the medieval cheesecake. But one of the ingredients was cheese, and I was going to buy cheese, but then I was like, maybe I'll just make my own cheese. And so that ended up becoming the first episode, because I wanted the episodes to be like 5 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. And those were the good old days for me, because
yes, Jose does all of the subtitles, and they take hours.
YouTube is not great when it comes to the automatic closed captioning.
Yeah,
it needs a lot of work. Let's just run on sentences.
And he does Spanish and Portuguese,
which needs a little work, but it works. I get some feedback from people are deaf and hard of hearing, so. And I like subtitles in general, so I appreciate when they're well done.
Yes, we watch subtitles on everything.
I forced it on him.
Everything.
He likes it now, I think.
No matter what it is. We could be watching The Office, and there are subtitles on.
You catch little things if you use subtitles. You just do.
You catch mistakes.
There are also a lot of, one of my pet peeves are subtitles that don't align, or but it happens. YouTube, the algorithm or whatever program that used to have, like meat is often meat, and there's a lot of editing on that one.
Yeah, now the auto.
Yeah. So your episodes, that first episode was like 6-7 minutes long, and that was a quick little.
Now they're like 18.
Now they're 18. It's 4 hours on my Sunday, but that's why you buy me dinner, or I make you buy me dinner
every Sunday,
because that is my reward. Although to be fair, I think I get paid more on my actual job.
From a per hour basis, you're really not making much there.
Yeah, that's not fair. But anyway, back to Medieval Cheese.
Yes.
So, that first episode, you were standing in the kitchen, so...
Yeah, so the original goal of the show had been like me in front of a counter, very like Jacques Pepin.
The island that we don't have.
Exactly. We don't have that kind of kitchen, it turns out. So... and I had tried a few things. Like, I was going to move this because it's tall every week. Oh, God, I'm glad I didn't choose to do that.
Yeah.
But so instead I just did it in the kitchen. But the problem was our kitchen is so small that just to keep the camera and me in there, it could only get like from here up. It's like really, really close. And our kitchen is so yellow that it just made everything really yellow. I mean, our house is like, there's a yellowish tint to everything because we have like the incandescent Edison bulbs.
Maybe we have jaundice too. What is it?
We might have jaundice. Yeah. Except not me. I'm freaking white as heck. But everything else kind of had a yellow tint to it. So we moved out. I think by the second episode, I moved out to the...
Yeah, it was the second episode. Room. No, the first one was just you standing closely cropped to your face. And but I remember, watching and I'm like, wow, this is really well done. It's funny. You have a lot of humor in there. Great humor, I mean.
How surprised he is. Of course it was wonderful.
Well,
it was the first thing
we have to address that you're a big history nerd. You're not a professional historian. You're not a professional chef or baker.
Or photographer or editor
or cameraman. So, I don't know for our friends that know us, but you make me a yearly anniversary video, which is really sweet. Yes. Which, by the way, is coming up. So I hope you put some time into it. And if you
the problem this year is we didn't go anywhere because of the pandemic, so we don't have as many pictures. But you'll definitely have one. It's just gonna be shorter.
It can be a short one. That's okay. No, I appreciate that you do a really good job. But as far as my idea of you is, when I met you, you didn't really cook anything. I mean, you've made us a few meals, but nothing like. Yeah. But you put your heart and your soul and you try really hard and you do a really good job, and you are a creative type coming from your background with singing and acting and your voiceover work that you've done for a little bit. So you are the creative type, so it makes sense.
I am the creative type.
Yeah. But that all kind of coalesced, and this is kind of the product. So in a way, perfect. Everything you've done up to this point, even your time at Disney, working with top AV producers and cutting trailers and spots, you kind of get that attention to detail that that kind of shines in your work.
Just shows that like a bunch of things that don't work out, mash them all together.
Yeah, and and for you to have the success during the 2020 pandemic, it was kind of like it's amazing. So so for now, we're still furloughed. So, but we'll see what the year brings.
Sorry, we keep looking around because Jamie the cat is being...
He wants to get into the Legos. He wants to mess with the camera.
Come here, buddy. This is Jamie the cat. He's so cute.
He's a cutie.
What?
But so back to the first episode. So the format entirely changed, and probably for the better, it kind of helped develop it along, and then you sitting in the chair from episode 2 on.
Yeah, I think it kind of created like a feeling of like sitting down at the kitchen table, because that's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And just having a chat. So it made it really casual.
Yeah.
Which I think was good.
I think in general, I feel like when you get into your little history rants that I call, this is kind of what it feels like. Like, oh okay, he's going. He's going. He's broadcasting himself to the whole world. You know, these history rants that he gets into, that you are very passionate about. But so as far as the reception, so as far as the reception to your channel, you know, it was pretty positive. You know, it's only gotten better as far as the quality. But I wanted to bring up some of the feedback that you got, like some of the comments. And before we kick that off, we're going to give credit to Johnny Lopez, who, according to the posting, was your first comment.
Thank you, Johnny.
You know, just a big congratulations. So, a lot of people commented on your looks early on. You know, one of my favorite ones comes from Mariella, and I think it's one of the top comments. It says, "Dude, you look like if Captain America and Superman had a baby who decided to go into cooking in history instead of superheroing." So, you know, whatever it bakes, you know. So
that was 25 pounds ago.
That was 25 pounds again? Well, me too. So, you know, we're working on it.
We're going on losing the COVID weight. Yes.
We're working on the COVID 25.
Back to Captain America.
Yeah.
I'm a little old to be Captain America at this point, I think.
Yeah, you could be a stand-in. So what are some comparisons that you've gotten? You know, some favorable and some unfavorable ones?
Some favorable have been, well, I get a lot of the guy from Technology Connections.
Yes.
Thinking that we're like brothers. Especially because the show is like, I guess, has a similar feel as well, just different topic.
Yeah.
I get... Well, that character... I never really watched it.
We don't really watch it. We tried watching a few episodes from Community.
From Community.
Does he work at Subway?
I don't know. One of the characters from Community.
And I think he works at Subway.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's
that.
Oh, no,
it's Cersei. Oh, you blamed the little young one.
Out.
Shame on you. Well, hello, Cersei, our first cat. And
yes, Cersei is the older of the two. She usually doesn't like being on camera, so...
Well, this is her...
Don't tell her she's...
This is her favorite chair in her OG hangout spot before Jamie came and started.
She spend all day on here.
Yeah, no, she just hides all day.
Some of the less favorable comparisons are...
Richard Spencer?
Richard Spencer.
I haven't seen it in a while, though. But
thank God. Richard Spencer and... I don't know. I think that's probably the only really negative.
I think so, too. I mean,
but that's really negative, so it kind of takes the cake.
I mean, but you're nothing like that, so, you know, it's just...
It's not even that good looking, so that's what I'm...
We are both very sensitive people, and, you know, that is why I moderate some of your comments. I try not to, but, you know, we have a lot of good followers in general.
Yeah. No, like 99.9% is great, and then that little 0.1% you try to keep away from me. Namely because I'll just have a fight in the comments, and nobody needs that.
Yeah. No, and you do like to fight in comments.
I do like to. It's not fighting, it's I like to argue a point that I am correct on.
Well, at this point, you don't really have too much time to
I don't have
sit
time
around and argue
it anymore.
or
sit online.
Debate and, you know, go into your
actually.
Yeah. Sometimes, I'd be like, oh, you know, get it, Max. But I feel like most of the time I was like, oh, don't even start. Like, why?
Start. It's not worth
why?
it. It's not worth
don't
it.
do this. It's, you know, don't go
bigger
down.
Man.
Yes, be the bigger man. So, you've gotten some comments on that cheese video where people have were like, hey, don't poo-poo cottage cheese and pineapple.
Yes.
But you like cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese. I love pineapple. I love cottage cheese and pineapple.
Okay.
I grew up on it. Thing is, cottage cheese and pineapple is like a simple little, you know, tasty treat. That was Richard Nixon's last meal. He had some of the greatest chefs in the country working for him. Would make anything that he wanted. He chose cottage cheese and pineapple, and it's not even like, oh, well, that's gross. It's more like, oh, that's sad.
You know what? If I'm ever on death row, you know, KFC will be my last meal.
That's true,
and I'm okay with that because that's what I love. Yeah. You know, chicken tendies for life.
Chicken tendies
every
for
day,
life.
all day.
That's right.
All right. Well,
What's up, buddy?
Is there anything that's come out of that first episode since that you've learned, or because in general we tend to not repeat recipes too much because of just how time consuming. So we move from one episode to the next. So it's not like you're sitting around every weekend trying to perfect my cheese.
No, except that I really want to make cheese again, but a different cheese. I want to do one like that has rennet, that's aged like a like I would love to make cheddar or Parmesan. It takes forever. It's a whole process.
Yeah.
But those are my favorite cheeses, so I think that those are... Hey, lady! What are you doing?
This is why we cover the chair, because she does that too. Yeah, there was a Pokemon blanket.
What's funny is she doesn't claw on anything else,
except
for this chair, which is her chair. You're ruining your thing.
Well, to be fair, like you shamed her.
I've shamed
Jesus, her. Max, you're a monster. Well, anyway, I don't want to take any more of your time. Leave a comment. Anyone watching?
Yes.
All 5 of you out there.
Leave a comment. I do promise that next time we do this, I will remember to set the white balance on this, because I'm guessing I look a little weird, and we're going to try to fix it in post, but you can only do so much. I forgot to set the white balance.
I don't know how to do anything, so he might be a little funny looking for an episode or two. But
we'll get it. We'll get it.
I'll get it. It's my project.
That's right. This is Jose's thing. I just show up and
so please support and be gentle. Otherwise, this is the first and last episode. Because
I'll have to protect him from the mean comments.
I'm even more sensitive than Max is, and and this show really is kind of for your viewers and for me, just kind of a little outlet. Because
for posterity. Yeah. Well, it's something for you to.
Yeah. So then just partake, because I am involved in the scenes, but it's just a lot of. The kind of busy work and.
Though you'll notice he's not on camera because he's very shy, and so even on his own show, he refuses to be on camera.
You're the star here.
It's like, okay.
And the Pokemon. In this first episode, you didn't have any Pokemon because you're standing.
So the next one.
Though
there won't be a Pokemon, it'll be something else.
We can discuss that in the next episode because it wasn't a Pokemon, but it was something there for the eagle-eyed viewers. Something that we're still missing in one of our favorite games, Animal Crossing. But, I did put a little Bulbasaur back there because he's my favorite. But,
Speaking of Animal Crossing, can I show him your hat?
No, they can watch it next time.
All right.
But anyway, thank you for watching. Leave your comments, subscribe, and the show we'll see where the show goes. I mean, yeah. So thank you for catching up with Max.
Catch up with Max.